in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will go on the attack first. Looking to pass. It's Street. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Huskers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. They go to the ground. Turning it on! Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Gonna run it. It's Peppers. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he's still running after the move. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed.
And he'll hop in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is a designed run. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mooney. He's going to throw deep right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Street. Pulls it in, it's Peppers. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense, and the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Dropping back, it's Street. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the tailback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
17, Ohio State, 14.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Mooney. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to throw on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
To the air, it's Mooney. It's on target and complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Street. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
The Huskers decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got the back over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Mooney. Oh, he makes a catch. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. He's looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Walters. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield. It's Street. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it down the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Durant. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Durant. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Mooney. Gets open down the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And we've got a deadlock here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
He'll bring it out. It's Durant. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Mooney. He's got his man across the middle. Breaks into the open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Durant. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. The give. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They left that point.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It's as if this guy has morphed into Ndamukong Suh. He's dominating right now.
Man, Ndamukong Suh, one of the best players I've ever seen live. Just unbelievable. And this guy, if you're mentioned with Ndamukong Suh, you're having yourself a day. Getting a couple sacks, getting in the backfield, being that dominating presence.
Looking for a man. It's Mooney. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Durant. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got away. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Street. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Mooney. Back open in the middle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Offense calls a timeout here critically. To make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. It's complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. Got the 1st down. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Off to the fullback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. It falls Incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He wants it all. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
There's a great example of the quarterback bailing out his head coach on a gamble. 4th and short in the red zone. A lot of people thinking just take 3 points, but QB himself knows exactly where to go with it, and now it's 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Street. Makes the catch. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Peppers.
Now, I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run. I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw at Street. Rushes on him. Quick spin on the run. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown Buckeyes. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 28 over Kentucky. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Street. There's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. 40. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.